Beauties, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you two of my absolute all-time favorite products by Chanel Beauty. And they're not just my favorites, these both have a cult following and are beloved by many. And of course I am talking about the Soleil Tan de Chanel, the makeup base / cream bronzer, and then also the Soleil Tan de Chanel liquid illuminator. So first I'm going to tell you just a little bit about these products, and then I'm going to show you my favorite way to wear them. They are both incredibly easy to use. It's that time of year again where we want to show off our bronzed, kind of glowing goddess, beautiful skin, and both of these products will help you achieve that look without the sun damage. So first I'm going to start by telling you a little bit about the Soleil Tan de Chanel. And this is actually a makeup base, but a lot of people know it as a cream bronzer. And that's really how I use it, and I'm going to show you that technique later in the video. But it is actually a great primer for your foundation, a makeup base. So the reasons why you would maybe want to use it that way would be, let's say, for example, if you sunless tan your body, but you don't, sunless tan your face, what you would do is go in with your kabuki brush, or you could use a sponge. Just don't use your fingers because you will contaminate the product, and that's disgusting. So go in with a brush or sponge, and you would apply the product all over your face, and then you would go on top of that with your foundation just as usual. And then you could always bronze, contour on top, depending on, kind of what you wanted to do. So that would be one reason to use it underneath your foundation instead of on top. Also, if you don't want to bronze or contour for some reason, you just want a little healthy glow underneath your foundation, again, you would apply this all over your face, go in with your foundation, and then you really wouldn't necessarily need to bronze contour, and you could apply it just kind of the places where you would want your glow. Also, if you have tan skin, like for instance, I have a really good friend, Ashley. She's naturally beautifully tanned and gorgeous. She actually uses this as her foundation. She won't put anything else on her skin. So if you're darker, because it does only come in one color, you could use this as just a very light, almost like BB CC type product. It really isn't going to give you full coverage or anything like that. So if you want a full coverage foundation, this wouldn't be for you. But if you just want a little kind of evening of the skin tone, a little healthy glow going on, and you have tan skin, you absolutely could use this as just kind of your face product, your foundation substitute, concealer, if you will. Also, if you don't want to wear any makeup, let's say you are at the beach on vacation, or you're running out the door and you just don't want any foundation, but you want a little warmth to your skin, you could just use this sans foundation. Again, you would just apply kind of in those areas on the outside of your face where you normally bronze contour, and run out the door, because it really is very easy to use, blendable, and natural looking. That's the most important thing. So you can use it underneath your foundation, all over your face, just where you bronze, or you can use it on top of your foundation. A lot of people think it's a cream. Excuse me, there's something in my throat. But it's actually a cream gel consistency. So when you open it up, you have the little protective top, but this is what it looks like. And so it's really easy. I'm sticking my finger in there, and I just said not to do that. It's really easy to blend. So even when I take a good, nice swatch of the product, you'll see without much effort, it's really easy to kind of blend it out and get a nice bronzed look on the skin. So gel, cream, really, really light. You can build it up if you really wanted to, but it is meant to be just kind of a healthy, glowy, bronzed look. It's incredibly natural looking. That's why this is one of my favorite products. And if I haven't said it already, a little bit goes such a long way. I've had this for probably a year or so. I don't know why this thing is giving me so much trouble. So I've had this about a year. Are you kidding me? I'm back. So I've had this about a year, and you can see I've made a little bit of a dent in it, but there's still plenty of product left. So a little bit goes a very long way. It's one size, one color. It's $50, but you're gonna have this for a very long time. So it's actually a really great value, all things considered. Next up, we have the Soleil Tan de Chanel Sheer Illuminating Fluid. And this is definitely the less well-known of the two products that are both titled Soleil Tan de Chanel. But this is truly my favorite product. And a lot of people will ask me, what is my absolute favorite Chanel product of all time? And it's this. And that may seem kind of dramatic because there are other illuminators out there. There are plenty of great brands that make a similar product, but they're similar, they are not the same. All liquid illuminators are not created equal. And I do love that NARS has a really good one. I have a couple of the Fluid Shears by Giorgio Armani that I truly love, but nothing quite competes with this product, and I'll tell you why. So this, like the Soleil Tan de Chanel Cream Bronzer, is truly like a creamy gel. It's not super opaque, so while it looks kind of bronze in the jar, when you apply this to your skin, foundation, what have you, it's not going to alter the color and make it too brown. So it's really, across the board, all skin types, all skin tones can use this product. Also, it has green tea, chamomile, and aloe to soothe and moisturize your skin. So that right there is pretty much a game changer. I love anything that has added benefits. And of course, with Chanel, they pay so much attention to detail. For them to include those in this product just make me love it that much more, and it's why it's kind of my go-to. So there are a couple ways that you can use this. You can actually use it underneath your foundation as kind of like a radiance primer. Like I said, it's, well actually I don't think I told you yet. It is oil-free and it is fragrance-free. So the fact that it has those botanicals and it's oil-free and it's just a nice kind of gelish consistency, you can apply it all over your skin underneath your foundation and it's not going to feel weird and it's not going to irritate your skin at all. You can also use it on top of your foundation. Underneath powder, I like to use a duo fiber brush like this whenever I apply it. So you just have to be careful if you're going to use this as your illuminator, like your highlight on top of your foundation. You just want to make sure that when you apply, you just kind of tap. Don't swirl or be super harsh, or else you will, of course, you will end up disturbing the foundation that you've already laid down. And also, if you apply on top of powders, it will start to break up the product and look a little funny. But you can still use it on top of foundation. You just want to be careful to, again, just kind of tap anywhere that you'd like to highlight and then go on with your powders to set your concealer as you normally would. But my favorite way to use this product is actually to mix it into the foundation, so it gives you a nice glow that you can customize. So I will typically do like 2 to 1 parts per se, but you can, if you want a little extra glow, you can add a little more. You can just add a little tiny bit if you want just a little bit of a glow. But it's really nice for people, again, of all skin types, but definitely for people like me who are combination, or if you are oily, because it's oil-free, you get to have that radiant look and that glow to your skin without adding anything that's dewy or oily or that's gonna be a mess at the end of the day because you're just, an oily monster. So that's another reason why I love this product, and I will show you what it looks like. The one thing that I don't like about it, and this is just a little minor detail, the little testers that we have at the counters actually come in a nice sleek little tube, and they have a pump, which is really convenient. This kind of awkward jar is what the actual product looks like, and I just wish it kind of pumped out or something, because it's just like a little hole on top of the jar that you have to be very careful not to spill. But it's not that big of a deal, I guess. I still love it. But you can see, well, maybe you can. Here, I'm twisting my arm in an awkward, it looks a little bit awkward, but hopefully you can tell. It just gives a light radiance to the skin. Again, it's not going to be super bronzing or too colorful or opaque. You can really use this no matter how pale or tan you are. The other thing you can do with it that I like is you can actually apply it to your body. So you can do like your chest, décolleté, you can apply it to your shoulders. I think always looks really cute for a night out. And it's just going to give you a very natural radiance. It's not one of these products that is going to be in your face, glowy, glittery shimmer where it's like, ooh, you don't want to like rub up on anything or touch anybody because their fingers are gonna look, you know, like a disco ball afterwards. So it's very natural and tasteful radiance, if that makes sense. So you really can't go overboard with this product, which is nice, especially for highlighting enthusiasts. I know that is the huge thing out there right now, is highlighting. This is a great way to achieve that look without doing too much. So your mom, your grandmother could use this product and still look beautiful and not look crazy. That's another reason why I like it. So it is one size, one color. It's $48. And I would say if you used this daily, you would probably need to restock in, like, say, depending on how much you use, 2 to 3 months. Usually women will come in about 2 to 3 months to restock with their foundation. But even still, it's a great price because you can customize your radiance. And I think once you use it one time, you will just love the way it makes your skin look and feel. Now I'm just going to show you my favorite way to use the Soleil Tan de Chanel Cream Bronzer and Liquid Illuminator. So as you can see already, I've done my eyes, which looks nuts, let's be honest. But I'm going to use my Liquid Illuminator as a radiance primer. So with my Duo Fiber brush, I'm going to apply this all over my face. And you can see my skin is now glowing and reflecting a lot of light, but it still feels really nice and lightweight because you really don't need to use a lot of product. My current favorite foundation is the Giorgio Armani Power Fabric, and I did a really in-depth review of that, and so I'm going to link that down below in case you're interested. So I'm just mixing in the Liquid Illuminator now, applying my foundation with a kabuki brush as I normally would. Even though I've now used the Liquid Illuminator twice, you can see that my skin still has a nice glow, but it's not too over the top or too dramatic, too dewy or shimmery or anything like that. It's still just a very natural look. I already applied and blended out my concealer, and I used the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. So after that, I'm just going to take another kabuki brush, and this one's from Sigma, and I'm going to tap it into the cream bronzer, and then I'm going to stipple it onto the face. I find that this technique works best for both applying and blending the bronzer, because that way you don't disturb your foundation. And you'll notice that I really have to build up the product in certain areas. It's very subtle at first. So I'm just stippling away everywhere that I would want to bronzer contour. For a final highlight, I'm picking up the Liquid Illuminator for a third time, and with my Duo Fiber brush, I'm just going to tap this on the tops of my cheeks, down the bridge of my nose, anywhere that I want to highlight on my face. I'm even going to pick it up with a little eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to use it to highlight the brow bone and the inner eye. And that completes the look. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, leave me any of your comments or questions down below, and for more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe.